Hey Budget Fam, it's Jordan from Jordan Budgets. Today we are cash stuffing. We are cash stuffing $265 into our savings challenges. Before we do that, of course, we're gonna count the money and make sure we have what we think we have. But I also want to go ahead and say it is Christmas Eve, so I wanna wish you guys a happy holidays. I am so grateful to have started my YouTube journey a few months ago, 4 months ago, whenever I started this journey. I'm so thankful that I did. I'm so happy to have you guys as a part of my life. I just consider you like my expanded family and friends. You don't live local to me, but I still very much consider you a huge part of my life. I love you guys and I'm so appreciative of you guys. And I just wanted to say that right off the bat before we get into this. This is Christmas Eve and I'm so thankful for you guys. Thank you for letting me into your home. Let's go ahead and count this cash. We have 50, 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 200, 10, 20, 30, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65. How are you guys doing? I hope that it is a great Christmas Eve. I hope that you have something fun planned with family or friends. I will be seeing my family later today. We are gonna watch The Polar Express and have a whole little like movie night with the kids. That's gonna be really fun. And we are also doing Christmas together like several times tomorrow. My family thinks that we don't hang out enough, but we literally hang out every single day and I absolutely love it. I'm going to miss next year after I moved for the holiday season, not getting to see them so much, but we may have to celebrate Christmas at home and then drive down here and maybe celebrate the new year with all of my family. We will see how that goes when that gets here, but I'm so thankful to be around them this year and I'm soaking in as much of it as I can. Okay, so let's get into it. We are starting with our $5 challenge. We are gonna put $5 into the $5 challenge. This money, of course, goes to my move. That is happening in the middle of the year. So let's add the $5. Savings challenge videos are difficult for me because I'm thinking about coloring, talking, and pulling the money. So I often feel like I forgot the money and I didn't even forget the money, or I think I pulled the money and I didn't. So this is usually how my mistakes happen. We are going to be restarting the trackers and restarting all of our stuff at the start of the new year, and I will be restarting my trackers so I can get rid of these god-awful pens and get color pencils. These pens look terrible on trackers. If you buy my trackers, I would suggest color pencils, not the pens, because the pens just look too harsh. It almost overpowers the ink and I don't know, it's just not as cute. Anyway, random rants from Jordan. Okay, $5 challenge now has 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. We have $60 in the $5 challenge. We will be pulling all the binders and doing a bit of a restart at the new year. We are not doing a complete restart. I would say it's more of a unstuffing and counting our money and then putting it in the bigger priorities like moving and then consolidating and putting in new trackers. So it's kind of a lot. There will basically be a lot of shifting around. There will be a lot of new trackers added to our savings challenges, and we will do like a cash unstuffing consolidation. So we can see most of our categories will go empty and we will put priority onto the things that are coming up soon and the things that are most important, like our big move and our new car. So sneak peek, 2 of the big priorities for me this year are getting a more reliable vehicle, since I will be moving far away from family and visiting family is very important to me. I'm not moving until I have a new car, so that needs a lot of money ASAP. And then of course the big move is going to cost money. $20 challenge now has 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 200, and then $20. So we have $220 towards the $20 challenge. So you might also be saying, why in the world are we stuffing this week if it's all changing around? And my whole philosophy with stuffing all of the binders every single week is that you want to keep saving fun. So to keep it fun for me this week, I'm putting money where my priorities feel this week and I'm making sure everything gets money. But yeah, things are gonna shift around, so I don't know, some of you might find that a little strange. 50 envelope challenge is getting $7. This also goes to the big move that is happening in the middle of this year. Can you guys believe it? I feel like it's coming up way sooner than I expected it to. I am happy that I have some ideas for how my income can increase these next few months, because really I need to be making double what I make here in Mississippi to have a comparable lifestyle in or around Nashville. So I'm not in panic mode yet, but that mode will be coming. I have some exciting things going on. You guys know, with the paper planner and stuff. And thank you guys. I think by the end of the year we might hit 3,000 sales on Etsy, so thank you for everybody purchasing there. And if you are not a subscriber here, please subscribe. I am so hopeful to make it to 10,000 by the end of the year. I did not think that was in any way, shape, or form possible for me to hit 10,000 this year. My goal was to have 1,000 subscribers at the end of the year, because I started in like October or September or something. We may hit 10,000. So if you have not subscribed, please help me reach my goal and hit 10,000 subscribers by the end of 2021. That would be amazing to start the new year with 10,000. If you are subscribed already, thank you so much. I appreciate you guys. And you guys know when we hit 10,000 subscribers, I have some more little freebies for all of you. So I'm excited about all of the things. Okay, anyway, random. 50 envelope challenge now has 50, 100, 50, 70, 90, 210, 230, 250, 255, 60, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 274 for the 50 envelope challenge. Next is new car. New car is going to get $30. And again, this is going to be a high priority for me at the start/middle of 2022. So we will be adding a lot of money to new car very soon. But for now, we are just going to add $30, 50, 100, 50, 70, 90, 210, 220, 30, 40, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. So we have $250 towards new car. We color in a car every time we hit 100, and we only have $250. So maybe next time we will get to color in the car. My ideal, hopefully, is that my current car keeps working just fine. I will be able to sell that car and put this down payment money into a car, so that my car note will be very low, or maybe I can find something used but just a little more reliable for close to that amount, because my current car is paid off completely. I always buy just old cars and make them last several years, but I don't know. I hope to get something a little bit nicer this next go around. This savings challenge is not in my shop. This is in Chrissy's shop. She has a YouTube channel, The Mom Life. I would love for you to check her out. I absolutely adore her. I am going to be retiring this tracker, so I'm not coloring on it, because I do now have a general sports tracker that I'm selling. I absolutely still love her and support her 100%. If you want to go check out her shop, please do. We are going to be adding $10 to our baseball/sports fund. So we now have 10, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. We have $30 in baseball sinking fund. I did finally create the tuition tracker. We will be including that next week when we do our reshuffle around. Tuition is also something that is a big priority for me at the start of this year, because when I move, I would like to have a large amount like saved so that our options aren't too limited as far as schooling goes. I really need to find something that works for my kids, because they both have their own needs. We won't even get into that. They're just, you know, that's a video for another time, but they both have their own needs, and so I will be putting them in private school, hopefully, or homeschooling them, double hopefully. I would prefer to homeschool them and just have them in co-ops, but co-ops can be very expensive. So we did add $25 to tuition. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 200, 210, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 41, 42, 43, $243 towards tuition, which is amazing. It can also be noted that I am currently paying $410 a month for my youngest to be in a full-time preschool that he absolutely loves and adores. I'm also paying a mother's helper to take my son to a co-op where the parent has to stay on site. And on a typical month, I pay her about $250 or $300 or something. And then I also pay the co-op fees for him locally, which are very affordable, but the parent has to stay on site. So when I move, I will need to pay more for their co-ops than what I'm paying currently. However, I won't be paying the $410 in preschool. I also won't be paying a mother's helper to basically sit at the co-ops, and I won't be paying an additional. So like, I'm trying to save a little bit here, but I will have a lot of money freed up when we move, and I'm not paying the private school and the different things then. So I'm trying to get this maybe to like a couple thousand just to get us to a good springboard, something to start with. But I will have some money freed up in my regular budget once we move and I'm not paying their current schooling needs. Back to school, this is a tracker I made that at the end of it you save $528. You just put the amount that is on the backpack. It goes from numbers 1 to 32. So it's a very little amount each week, but it really adds up. I'm not gonna color on the tracker actually because I wanna use color pencils starting next week and I don't want to mess up this tracker. But we are adding $5, so we will get to color in the 5 backpack next time. This is just for all of those back to school needs that are like a new backpack and lunchbox and new clothes for the start of the year. Things that my kids are still gonna need even if we homeschool because they're gonna be in co-ops and need new clothes, new supplies. Okay, so we're getting towards the end here. Thank you to everybody that stuck it out. We just have a couple more. Winter vacation is basically, I just want to take my kids to see snow. My kids are 5 and 7. They are Mississippi kids. They would just love to play in snow because it's not something that we have here. So we're adding $23. And I would like to take that trip, I guess, in February. That gives me a little bit more time to save for it. And you guys know I'd like to maybe go somewhere in Tennessee so I can pass through Nashville and I can show them that area too. Okay, that pen's not working, so I'm stealing my son's Skinner Writer pen. I like these pens. I don't know if you guys have seen these. It's Papermate handwriting pens. It's good for beginner writers because it's a triangle. One of my kids is supposed to be in OT right now, helping him with that kind of stuff. He is not, just because there's not enough staff to take all the kids that need to be in it right now. He's on a waiting list. So I've been working on his writing. This came recommended, this handwriting triangle pen. If you have, I don't know, sometimes I give you guys random advice and I'm like, you probably have zero cares about that. Winter vacation now has 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 200, 20, 30, 40, 50, 55, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66. So that was 266 for winter vacation. That is amazing. That will get us the gas and back and a little bit of fun money. So we need to put a lot more towards this so we have some hotel money, but that's adding up quickly. Okay, so that brings us to self-care and Etsy, our last 2 envelopes. So of course I want to give a huge shout out and thank you to those of you that tipped me over on Etsy. That's where the money comes from for self-care and Etsy. And this week we have $140, guys. That is crazy to me. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. So thank you to Amanda and Tanya and Susan and Deja and Ashley. You guys tipped so much. I'm just blown away by how much you guys tipped. And then Candeline and Ashley and Maria and AJ. Thank you Karen, Megan, Amanda. Thank you Deborah. Thank you Janet. Thank you Christy. Thank you Nuri. Thank you Jeanette, and thank you Tara. You guys are absolutely amazing. I appreciate you guys so much for giving that much towards self-care. You guys know it always goes into self-care, and then I put some of the money towards Etsy. So that totaled $140 just in tips. I appreciate you guys so much. And I know I give a special shout out to those that are tipping more. That isn't to say though, a huge thank you to all of you who are tipping anything. I appreciate the fact that you've just put me in your budget in some way and you thought about me, whether you gave $1 or $20 or whatever. I really appreciate just the love that you guys show me. I appreciate you so much. We're gonna add 100 of that 140 in tip money to self-care. Oh, I put it in there and we still have to count it. I have some exciting news about self-care too. You guys know that I do better with categories if it has a specific goal. So self-care can be really hard for me because it's like, well, what is that? What do I do with that money? You know? So what I have done is I have thought about categories that I would really, really like that I don't end up pulling this money for. You guys can see it just keeps stacking. You guys will see next week when I'm rearranging the binders, there is going to be an entire self-care binder. So I will be able to show you guys the things that I'm saving for, exactly where the money is going, if that makes sense. And then that is a binder that I will just have pulled out all the time and kind of ready and on my brain, because with the savings challenges, I tend to think like, oh, don't spend that money, that's all for something specific. And I honestly kind of forget self-care is in here, and the Etsy money too. So I'm going to be putting those in my own self-care binder, my binder that is kind of out, and I can remind myself I do have money for that planner that I want, or I do have money to get my hair done. So you guys will see the categories that I'm creating for my self-care binder. That will be out next week, but all of this money will be kept in self-care. It will just be divided into specific envelopes for specific things. So I'm very excited to share that with you guys. Self-care has 50, 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 200, 20, 30, 40, 45, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55. So we have $255 in self-care. So next we have Etsy. Etsy is getting $40. If you have an Etsy shop, please, please, please leave your link below in the comments. Leave it below. We would love to check out your shop. Please leave the full link if you can find it. If you just leave your shop name, I feel like it's a little less likely people will visit you, but please link your shop below. I would love to check it out, and I'm sure a lot of people that watch this channel would also love to check out your Etsy shop. You can leave a comment telling us what's in your Etsy shop too, but if you just want to leave the link, I will click on it and I will check out your Etsy shop. I'm gonna start kind of favoriting some different shops, so I'm ready to make some purchases very soon from Etsy. Etsy now has 20, 40, 60, 80, 200, no, I wish, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 10, 20, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, $51, so $151 for Etsy. I have made a couple of purchases recently on Etsy, so a little bit of this money has been pulled. I shopped on Hands and Bands and got some placeholder money that's really cute. And then you guys know I like the shop Sophie stickers. I finally figured out how to say it this week. It's S-O-F-I stickers if you want to check it out, but I think I've been saying it wrong. Over on Etsy, they have some tracking stickers for tracking your budget that are just very affordable and cute and fit in the Happy Planner perfectly. So I've made a couple of purchases on Etsy. So that is everything for this video. Happy Christmas Eve to all of you who are celebrating. Happy holidays. I really appreciate you guys. I love you guys, and I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.